there's this period where humanity is basically trying its hardest to prevent anyone other than humanity rising up in power. They need to remain on top because the last time there was a force that was stronger than them, they almost got extinct.
The Halo universe is filled with wonder, mystery, and fascinating discoveries around every corner. With so much to explore, four friends decided it was about time that they boot up their consoles and discuss this universe that has grabbed their attention since childhood. JumperScape Audio kindly welcomes you to join them in the library.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the library, the show where we talk about Halo lore. I'm Austin.
I'm Shane.
I'm Connor.
How are you guys?
I'm on time.
Yeah.
I was hoping that's what you would say instead of I'm Connor. I'm on time.
I'm on time.
I thought that's what I was hoping you would say.
I'm Connor and I'm on time.
There was
Instead of being composed.
There was a concept of a shirt that we had originally that I'm still working on. That's we like to have fun here and we throw it on the back, but it's like I like a trait about us. So like me, it would be like I like to get things done. Yours could be I like to be late.
I like to have stomach problems.
Yeah. James, it would be I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to be
What
here.
would mine be?
That's what I just
And I'm on time.
yeah.
1 month. That's a couple episodes. Jeez.
Anyway, you want to mention what that is?
What, this?
Yeah, what you
Yes,
got
this.
there?
I got myself an espresso cream cigar from Cigar 30 in Canton, Ohio. Shout out to I forget the gentleman's name, but he helped me find a new cigar that I'm really, really liking. And I got a nice little lighter here with their logo on it, and they do free refills if you get a lighter from their shop. So
There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you get a lighter from them, they'll refill it for you. Just bring it in there, and they got a very, very good selection there.
There you go.
They got their liquor license, got a nice lounge. If you're ever in the Canton, Ohio area, highly recommend going to check them out.
There you go. It's just like that.
Yep.
So, before we get started, JumperScape.com if you want to get plugged into our community or find ways to support us. The calendar project is still going on right now. You can find a link to it on the JumperScape homepage, or you can just go to Discord. You can go to Kickstarter.com.
I mean, you can go to Discord.
You can go to Kickstarter.com and just search up the 2026 Halo Community Calendar. It is a featured project, so it should be easy to find on the website. 16 artists coming together to make a fantastic calendar project. We've already gotten 2 different interviews live, 1 on Chatternet and 2 on the Kickstarter updates, so you can see what the artists have been up to and support them. You can get yourself a calendar. You can get your name in there. You can even add your own day to the calendar itself if you want. So, all up to how you want to support, along with your add-ons list, because the add-ons will give you things like postcards. It will give you custom portraits of your Spartans. It'll give you all sorts of fun little things. Take a look around and see how you might want to be able to support us. It goes a long way in making sure that we can continue doing this annually, and also it supports these artists because we are paying every single one of them. If you are an artist that is not on this calendar and you want to be on the list for the next one, then please DM me about the Soma's Assembly Initiative. It is a nice little reference to Soma the Painter from Halo Evolutions, and Soma's Assembly is basically a group of artists who may have been on the calendar before, may not have been on the calendar yet. You guys will be working together to add to the calendar, either through its add-ons or on the thank you page, with your own little bits of art so we can feature as many of you as possible, because this is, after all, a community initiative. Also Chatternet, also the Halo Lo-Fi. Thank you.
And thank you again, Keith, for my Halo Infinite Spartan. Very clean, very clean.
Hand painted.
Hand painted.
Hand painted.
Hand painted.
He's mounted up on my little fireplace at home.
I got all of my Halo stuff back behind whatever the image is today. It's probably going to be Halo 5 related again, so it's probably going to be like saying Helios or something, because we're talking about the Arbiter Thelvatum.
Orbiter.
Was that a transition or what? Did that work?
I guess.
You guys could have hyped me up. Like, you could have been like, yeah! Okay, you're not Connor. Like,
Yeah!
you have your own way of hyping, you know? But anyway. Yeah, we're talking about Thelvatamy, if you will.
No, it's going.
No, I was going to say that did not go out, I promise you. That is the fattest cherry on it still. It's not going nowhere.
So the reason why we're talking about the Arbiter today is we're still going on and talking about Halo 5, because Halo 5, again, is 10 years old this year in October.
For me.
Right? October? I'm pretty sure it's October it turns 10 year.
Yes.
Yeah, and fun fact,
maybe in November.
I'm pretty sure it's October. There's a stream that we did recently. I've been continuing doing the Halo mod spotlights, and on one of the spotlights, my whole laptop just went off.
October 27th.
October 27th. Yep. Okay. So
close enough.
So fun fact about that. October 27th is also the birthday of Connor Dawn, creator of Halo Combat Revolved, as revealed on our most recent Halo mod spotlight live stream. So that was a good time. Live streaming is still going to be something that, yeah, sure, why not? You speak for a second.
How you doing, Connor?
I'm doing great.
Anyway, so streaming is still going to be something that I'm hoping that we can pull off on a weekly basis.
JumperScape.
It'll be mostly, what did you just say?
I said, yes, jumper spit, because this was fine, and then I gave it to both of you guys, and now there's spit.
I produce a ton of saliva. I don't know why. This is just a thing that I have to deal with. I wake up.
I can't have anything nice.
I wake up and it's straight up like I gotta rinse out my mouth. Nice. It sucks.
Jumper spit.
But so that being said, chat is going fun. Live show happens every Monday, by the way, when we record this show. Yes, the answer is yes, and on the capital, yes. Thank you, Shane. Vote capital yes. Yes, vote it. Well, there you go. Yes.
I got my vote in too.
So that's the live show happens every Monday at 6 p.m. EST. Join us on our Discord because we also do the quiz show. And if you join on the quiz show and raise your hand and we pick you, or Connor picks you specifically, then you'll be pulled up onto the show and you'll be entered for 500 Halo Infinite credits.
For the PO box.
The PO box address can be found in the announcements page. Just search the term PO box and you'll find it. You could also watch any of our YouTube videos and it will have the address there on there. But if you don't feel like checking any of that, then you can just listen to me say right now. Address it to JumperScape Media LLC to P.O. Box 1122 in Massillon, Ohio 44648, and it will end up in our mailbox. So, that being said, thank you, Keith. That being said, man,
Keith got it in the chat too.
Hey, okay, so we're talking about it because Halo 5 is turning 10. Connor donned the whole thing with like the funny birthday stuff. Anyway, 10. We're talking about Halo 5 because it's 10 years old this year, and we feel old because of it.
Oh, when did that happen?
10 years ago.
Well, actually, in October 27th, that'll be 10 years ago.
Close enough.
So, like, what, 9 years and...
Like, 9 months.
Yeah.
9 years and 9 months, roughly.
So close. So very close. Keith, listen. We're gonna progressively feel older as we go. So, like, we gotta have something here because we do indeed at least feel somewhat old.
I get called Unc by my brother's friends. So, I mean...
There was what was it? It was I have quite a few like friends that are in their mid 40s, and at one point I was cracking my back in front of one of them, and he was like, you know, if you're gonna do that, if you do that, you're not gonna like it when you're older. And I'm like, I'll catch up to you eventually. And he started laughing super hard because he's like, yeah, you're not escaping it. But
just maintain your body while you're young.
Yep,
that's all you can do.
Yep. So. Talking about
I was gonna say maintain it to the best of your ability.
Yes.
Exactly.
Your joints might go a little faster, but
I mean, overall you'll feel better and you'll be healthier.
But otherwise, we're talking about Thel Vadam today for two reasons. One, we love Keith David. Keith David is a fantastic actor and recently got his own Walk of Fame star, his own Hollywood Walk of Fame. Finally, it's about time, to be honest.
Underrated role of Keith David. Any of my Rick and Morty fans out there. The
I thought you were going to say Sergeant Foley, but
no. I mean that's not underrated. I think he gets enough appreciation for Foley. Maybe not. But no, the president from Rick and Morty. Yeah. You've never watched Rick and Morty.
No, but I know he was the president.
Just go look up Rick and Morty president scenes. He is absolutely hilarious.
he did a solid job as the president.
You lying sons of bitches! I see you in your living room playing Minecraft.
But he got his Walk of Fame, and along with that, of course, he's he's getting up there and like out and about in terms of his popularity. I most recently, what I'm most interested in terms of Keith, let's go for Protect the Burger Town. But let's be real. Like, lore includes the person, and Keith David is a very, I would say, well-known jazz musician, and his singing. Oh my gosh, he just dropped a new song. Holy crap, the guy has
I'll
some.
have to go check it out.
He has some pipes.
He's definitely. I could definitely see him having a good singing voice. I haven't really checked out a lot of his music.
So you say well-known jazz musician. I didn't know he was a jazz musician until today.
Well, it depends on the crowd. If you are into jazz, then you absolutely know that he's a jazz musician.
I guess.
But-
I guess I'm more of a EDM guy, but
Oh yeah, me too. But I'm all over the place, so it's nothing really new to me.
oh, there's the PO box again.
But he actually is going to be debuting a whole new album coming up. I think it was Old Devil Moon just dropped, and then later in the fall he'll be having an entire album drop. And I'm telling you, it's so worth your time to just go and take a listen to it real quick. First of all, as Halo fans, because he doesn't talk about how he played Arbiter all that often, but when he does mention it, he mentions it as one of his favorite roles that he's gotten to do. So he very much appreciates fans and all of that, especially from this community. I remember vividly about 2 years ago at HCS Seattle, he and Steve Downs were having a great time. It must be a little strange. I'm kind of curious about their relationship, because since Steve Downs is not a career voice actor, he's a career radio guy and just happens to be the voice of one of the most popular characters in the gaming industry.
I remember. I forget what video it was when he was talking about. He came. It was like a neighborhood friend. He was at the house and the kids were playing Halo, and he was like, "Hey, I think I voiced a character in this game."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh my God, you're the Master Chief." He's like, "Yeah, what of it?" Like he didn't realize how big he didn't.
And then the whole neighborhood showed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey, the voice of the green guy is at my crib. Come say hi."
Yep.
And he didn't realize how popular it was getting.
And he only has 2 other voice roles, one of them being Gunner from some game that I keep forgetting the name of from time to time, and one being Star-Lord from a Marvel animated TV show. And that means he's not a career voice actor.
He was Star-Lord in a...
I've mentioned this a couple times.
And just like... I'm sure he did a great job, but he doesn't strike me as a Star-Lord.
He does a really good job, but it is interesting when he says raccoon, because he says raccoon, so he goes like, "This little guy is Rocket Raccoon." In Master Chief's voice.
Star-Lord has like he's like super like quippy, high-pitched voice.
Now he is. He wasn't before.
Okay.
He used to be super stoic, like basically all the heroes in Marvel's
Okay,
lineup.
I was gonna say it's just like whoever voiced Star-Lord in Marvel Rivals did a really, really good job.
In the original, like in the Marvel Earth's Mightiest Heroes, that show, he was like, he first of all, he was a badass because he could take on pretty much any hero he wanted. He didn't need the Guardians. He was so freaking good. He was awesome. But that being said, Keith and his career contrasts in a big way, of course, because he is a career voice actor. He is a career film actor. He is a career stage actor. He is a career musician. He's quite a few things.
What movies is he in?
A lot of them. I couldn't list all of them. Off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Agent Cody Banks.
That's a mental flashbang if I've ever heard it. Oh my goodness.
He plays the head of the CIA, and he's super creepy in it.
Welcome
He was in the,
Which movie is that?
Princess and the
That's a
Frog.
TV show.
Is that a TV show?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He was the big bad guy in Princess and the Frog. I know that much. But I'm
Yep.
talking like.
Mass Effect. He was in that. As
Well,
well.
he was in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Was he? I
Yep.
did not
He
know
was
that.
also in.
Never played Mass Effect.
He was in the new Lion King movie.
Let's pull up his IMDb page.
I'm pulling it. I already got it up right now. I'm looking at it. He was in Gargoyles. That was one of my favorite things. I forgot about that. He was in Gargoyles. He's in American Fiction.
Transformers.
He's been in Transformers plenty of times.
Who was he in Transformers?
He played in this TV show Grimlock, and I love Grimlock, so that's
TV.
great. This is including all of his TV stuff. He was in Modern Warfare 2, the new game, the new one.
he was.
Yeah, he played Spawn. Because he was Spawn in the original TV show. Yeah.
I probably knew that. I just haven't played that game's campaign in years.
He was in Nope. He was in Westward. Nope, I'm reading super fast. Woo! I knew about that one, yeah.
Combat.
He was in a series called Woke, which is pretty fun because he's the voice of the Bible.
Of course. He was in NCIS, I guess.
Yep, he was in The Flash, in the TV show.
He was in Star vs. Oh, yeah, he was. I watched Star vs. The Forces of Evil. So shit, sue me.
He was in...
SpongeBob. What was he in SpongeBob?
I don't know.
curious. What did he play as?
Gary's collar. He also was in Tales from the Hood, which is a really good series. I love that one. Adventure Time as Flame King.
10.
Yeah, as Yawk, whatever that is. I haven't watched that show.
Probably a bad guy.
He's the voice of streaming in regular show.
I know exactly. Yeah.
And most of his movie stuff is pretty early on.
What blew my mind? I knew I found this out maybe 2-3 years ago, but when I found out, like 2018-19, Mark Hamill did Skips.
Yeah,
that blew my mind.
Yeah, I just
did you know that?
No, not really.
Yeah, he's Mark Hamill. I recognized after a little bit his voice, just because his voice is like it was basically like his voice.
Raspy.
His Skip's voice is basically just a little bit different from his Joker voice, just a tiny bit.
Mark Hamill did a good Joker.
Yeah, he also did a great Dask Gevadim in Hunt the Truth season 2.
I forgot he was in Hunt the Truth as well.
Yes, child. He was so funny.
That sounded more like his Joker than anything.
Yeah, he sounds a lot like his Joker.
Yeah,
Dask Gevadim sounds a lot like his Joker, which is a southern accent.
I'm sure he probably took some inspiration from it. He was like, yeah, I'll just run with that. Why not?
I mean, why not? But we're talking about Keith David, and we're talking about Thelvadam mostly because Halo 5
has the best campaign.
No, it doesn't.
You're right. Sure doesn't.
The thing that we're talking about is sort of the lack of the importance of Arbiter as a character. And Halo 5, I kind of want to go into this like slight debate over whether or not he was utilized properly in Halo 5, because he is a major character, but was it enough? Like, was it enough of the Arbiter?
No.
Because let's comparing it to Halo 3, where he does very little. Like, his involvement is not really all that necessary.
He's with you a lot though, but he doesn't talk a lot.
No, he's just a co-op character.
Like the focus in Halo 2 going from directly on him. Mm-hmm. I wish they kind of, in terms of like Halo 3, I wish they kind of would have done like somewhat of a split story with him, like one mission chief, one arbiter, one chief. Because this whole war is very, very, I mean, it's personal for humanity, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely, it's still personal for the Sangheili and especially the Arbiter as well.
Yeah.
And I wish they would have touched on that a little bit more. That's one of my gripes about Halo 3, but you can tie that into the poor writing that Halo 3 has.
Yeah, but it's still a fantastic game.
No,
wonderful ending.
Halo 3 is a top 3 game of all time, in my opinion, and it's not 3.
But that's the thing, is that Halo 5, when we're talking about Arbiter and all that and his application into the story, he's more part of the setting than he is a character to me.
For me, it also kind of like Halo 5's campaign was all over the place as well. And I think introducing the Arbiter back just added to the absolute cluster that Halo 5's campaign was. Because like then you go from Chief to Locke, then you have like the Arbiter story as well. And it's just like, where's Cortana? What's Arbiter doing? What's Chief doing? Like, you're just all over the place with the campaign, and it's too much. You can't focus in on what's going on.
Yeah. What are you chuckling at, Connor?
Yeah, what is funny?
We're talking about Mark Hamill. Remember, he was Luke in Star Wars?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Someone in chat did that.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that's what you were saying. I'm like, I'm going to kill him.
No, I was laughing at that.
So that's the thing, is that Arbiter has the good news for me when it comes to Arbiter is that his character is very consistent following the ending of Halo 3, where we have him in books and in the game. He's very consistent, extremely consistent. He's very interested in, and do it with me now, his Concert of Worlds. And this Concert of Worlds that he's trying to put together is essentially this massive alliance of all these planets, as much as he possibly can of the Sangheili, because not all the Sangheili agree, but also planets that are just around him that are in his sector.
And Halo 5, like, that's another thing too. And I mean, this is another scenario where like the books really, really give you a lot of like context. I mean, the game does a very, very like subtle job of explaining like what the heck is going on. But like I remember like playing Halo 5 for the first time. I'm like, why are elites fighting each other? Like,
well, I don't think that was that far of a stretch to figure that one out.
No, I figured it out, but it was just like sudden. It was super, super sudden. Like there was no like hint at it in Halo 4. Like Halo 4, you know, you beat Human Covenant War ends, you wake up, surprise, you're fighting Covenant again,
Which-
but it's a different branch.
One single mistake from Halo 4 that I will never forgive is when Chief kills that elite at the very beginning of the game and
Throws
goes,
him down the
I
elevator.
thought we had a truce with the Covenant. No, you didn't. You had a truce with the Sangheili, a very specific group of the Sangheili. You didn't have a truce with the Covenant ever. What are you, Origins Part 1?
And there was still some, I was gonna say, I know
Two?
there was some Sangheili that still followed the prophets. It wasn't, hence Storm Covenant. Like it's still
Even though the Storm Covenant was like not even referenced ever again after the first time they
No.
said it in like marketing.
Yeah, it was very poorly explained. It was very poorly explained from Halo 5 or Halo 4 to Halo 5 what the heck was going on with that situation. But yes, me being a feeble sophomore in high school, I'm like, I don't like the interracial fighting between the Sangheili. I want them all to be friends. It made me sad.
That's the unfortunate part, but that's why it's part of the Arbiter's goal, Thel, to unite these people, because he's trying to get it so that there is a united front specifically against Cortana, because Cortana is still at this time in control of the galaxy. And whereas humanity is kind of in this state at this time, because we're talking about like 2557 to like 2560, there's this period where humanity is basically trying its hardest to prevent anyone other than humanity rising up in power. They need to remain on top because the last time there was a force that was stronger than them, they almost got extinct. So they're trying their very hardest to prevent that. But Thel, because he's a much more honorable being who is much, much wiser, he is trying his best to instead use unity to empower everyone else around him and himself, and essentially do what his forefathers couldn't do. Essentially do what the Covenant couldn't do, because the Covenant still had to operate off of things like basically a caste system of sorts. And, you know, where you had some species that were trying to gain more reputation within the Covenant so that it had higher status. It was very difficult for a grunt to even become a deacon. Shout out to Dadob. I think that's Dadob. And sometimes you would have things like the brutes finding a way to go from being combat exclusive all the way up to being the high honor guards of the prophets.
You gave me PTSD.
What?
You said like it took a lot for a grunt to become a deacon.
Yeah.
Warzone firefight. One of the grunts in the grunt mechs was it was like Deacon Pip Yap or something like that.
Yeah.
Like PIPYAP, something like that. Someone in the chat find it if you have a minute.
I do love me some grunt mechs.
Oh my gosh.
You know they made them things themselves?
Impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Like the amount of grunts like outnumber every branch of the like every other species in the Covenant.
You want to know something crazy?
Let's hear it.
Some of the grunts, think of those grunt mechs as like a religious thing, because there are some grunts who believe that the Forerunners didn't intend for humanity or any other species to take the mantle. They intended the grunts to take the mantle.
Ungoy mantle.
And so the grunt mechs are like a religious representation of that.
Connor, what's the mantle?
The mantle of responsibility for all things.
I don't know.
Okay.
He literally just told you the answer.
I was too late caught up on what I wanted to
Here,
say.
Connor, you want to sound super smart?
Sure.
Every time we ask that, just say noblesse oblige.
Okay.
There you
What
go.
I was going to say is I feel like out of that many grunts that happen to come into the world of Halo, one of them's got to be smart at some point to build that.
Well, they actually
build
were,
those mechs.
but it's generations of inbreeding that caused them to be goofy, the way they talk and the way you see how they act. in the
They're
Halo
still
games.
intelligent despite that, which is crazy.
They are, but like they were like.
I mean, statistically
I
speaking, some are going to come out smart at some point.
Most of them are.
I forget like where it was explained, maybe in a book, or was it Legends? No, it wasn't Legends. I think it was in a terminal, like explaining like before the Covenant found them, they were an intelligent species. They were much more intelligent, but it's literally generations upon generations of constant inbreeding.
Halo 2 Anniversary Terminal.
That's what it was. Thank you. And that's all because the Covenant wanted to push out, because of how easy it is for them to reproduce, they wanted to push out as many numbers as they possibly could with the grunts. Like Sangheili, if they could breed like that, humanity would be cooked.
Now, in spite of that, they are still the most intelligent. That's a quick little detail. The grunts know English in Halo Combat Evolved because they were able to learn the human languages faster than all the other species.
Grunts and smart in the same sentence. There's no connection in my.
They're
There's a
smart
reason
enough to know how to overpower you with numbers.
There's a reason why, yes, that they were able to overpower the entirety of High Charity. They are smart enough to operate every vehicle. That's why they pilot almost every vehicle in the games. They're smart enough to handle explosives because that's why they're trusted with them.
So he's smart enough to handle them, and I just see him running at me with two of them in their
That's
hands.
smart. That's killed how many of us?
Something just really dawned on me.
They could have just thrown
Forward
them.
unto dawned on you?
They could have just thrown the grenades instead
listen,
of just
hear me out,
running
hear me
at you
out.
with them.
The title of an Arbiter,
Yes.
that's a suicide mission, pretty much. They're unleashed during times of hardship, and you're expected to die in the line of duty.
It is a mark of shame, yes.
They unleashed an Arbiter on the Grunts.
Yes.
That's how bad things got.
Uh-huh.
They expected this Arbiter to die.
There was an Arbiter grunt.
No, he
Okay.
was an arbiter that was selected, Sangheili still,
Okay,
that was
okay.
selected,
I'm about to say that-
chosen because the
to
Grunt
stop
Rebellion
the
was
Grunt
getting
Rebellion. But if you're given the mark of an Arbiter, you're anticipated to die. They did not. They expected the Grunts to kill this Arbiter. They did not.
so bad. Yeah, it's an honor system.
Which one
basically.
was that? That was
That was also Halo 2.
no the Arbiter. Which one was it?
Oh, I don't remember off the top of my head.
James.
They have a lot of. He wouldn't know either.
I think he might. I genuinely think
I
he
don't
would.
know. They have some wild names. I don't remember that one specifically, but that Arbiter. The funny thing about the Arbiter is that it's a mark of shame. It's an honor system. The only way you can get your honor back is by dying. So you have to die in the line of duty. You have to die doing an impossible task. And you know what's funny? Technically, the Arbiter didn't even succeed. He didn't stop the rebellion. He conceded and gave the Grunts more rights instead, so they would stop.
He's like, peaceful solution, violent solution.
No, it was violent. They glassed the Grunt homeworld.
Oh,
that was also part of it.
It was violent.
But they still conceded and gave the Grunts more rights. That was another thing.
I was gonna say it was very much oh, the poor.
you guys,
I
you guys
remember
can have more
Grunt's
methane.
crying.
There's on that terminal. There's a scene where the Arbiter starts glassing the an Ungoi city, and then there's Grunts like on the mountaintop watching its home city get glassed, and it's like a still like it looks like a painting, and then just like an animated tear just comes down its face.
Yeah.
While its planet, he's just sitting there on a mountaintop watching his planet get glassed. I'm like,
At some point,
no.
I'm going to want to talk about how the Grunts were actually treated within the Covenant throughout its time there, because
I
there
would love
are,
to talk about the Grunts. There's
'cause-
a lot of interesting talk about them.
especially since after those rights and everything, like there were entire districts of High Charity that were then pumped with methane, so they could just walk around without their packs.
What was it? I think it was the Kigyar that poisoned their methane.
Oh yeah,
tanks.
they
It was
were
Kigyar.
pissed. They were pissed with the Grunts.
That's what started it, wasn't it?
Yeah, they started because they were trying
Kigyar
to.
and Grunts did not like.
They were trying to. They were basically trying to. Oh, what's the thing where? I keep forgetting the term for it for some reason, but it's that. There you go. That's the picture. They were trying to.
He's just looking off in the distance. His whole planet is just getting boimed. He can't do nothing.
Disgusting face.
They
Oh,
were.
leave him alone.
They were. What the Jackals were trying to do was actually sterilize the Grunt population.
So they couldn't reproduce.
Yeah, and Grunts reproduce like crazy. There's a reason why people keep on making jokes about the Ungoi mating chambers.
Don't they also just have the ability to just spawn them in canonically?
Now they can, and only
They
one
can
character
reproduce
can.
asexually, I believe. They don't.
It's not that.
No.
Yap Yap the Destroyer. He's on the Throne of Woe. The Throne of Woe, for some godforsaken reason, can just pump out Grunts out of nothing. Canonically.
Huh.
From nothing. No idea.
That is horrifying if you think about it.
You want to know, like...
You have an endless supply of Grunts that are just born, and you're like, hey, plasma grenades. Endless supply.
that,
you could just
that,
keep sending them.
that is the play style of Yap Yap the Destroyer in Halo Wars
We
2.
are supposed to be talking about Keith David.
We are, in a way, because we're talking about how the Covenant can be so interesting at the same time as all of this, but this is where things kind of go, right? You have all these different characters, you have all these different species that are all trying to work together. The Grunts in their mistreatment were actually given great treatment within the Swords of Sanghelios.
James has spoken.
James has spoken?
James says, I don't remember his first name, and maybe I'm also wrong in the last name, but it is Shavami or something along those lines.
He's talking about Fall Shavami. Fall Shavami is from the Halo Legends
so
episode.
different.
Different.
Okay.
Someone in the chat said it earlier. It was Heki Gibbedy.
Oh, there's no way. That
Yep.
would not. Yeah, I don't.
Heki Skibbity. Anyway.
Oh my god. No. Oh no. I thought someone in the chat was gonna go there. I'm like, we gotta go. Oh god.
But But anyway, so that's where we're. Everybody just hated that one, but that's where we're kind of going with this. Is that the treatment that the Grunts got, the treatment that all the species got with the Swords of Sanghelios, the faction that the Arbiter began shortly after Halo 3 with the shipmaster Artas Vadam and all that. This faction grew in a immense fashion, and there were some that were given ranks and status that they didn't have before. Grunts were capable of becoming shipmasters, which is crazy. Jackals were able to work alongside elites like in a more direct fashion. There was a lot of status change that happened. Probably the biggest one is that given Sangheli culture, it was more of a thing that like the female Sangheli would stay on the home planets and make sure that there's more warriors that they could throw at the war. Because Sangheli culture is a little bit different in how it operates. No Sangheli knows their father, but they do know their mother. As far as I can remember, it's either that or they don't know either of their parents because they're just not allowed to. I'm pretty sure it's actually neither. They're not allowed to know their parenthood. They just lay the eggs.
Out.
That's it. And so then
I didn't know they came from eggs.
Yeah, they know their mothers. Okay, so I was right the first time. Yeah, they came from eggs. They're reptiles.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just not what I would anticipate.
They are Saurian. Saurians lay eggs. But yeah, Sangheli, they started to change that with the Swords of Sanghelios. The Arbiter.
I was gonna make that joke.
I never knew my father.
I was gonna quote that. I'm mad that I didn't.
The Sangheli, thanks to the Arbiter and Thelvadam, he ended up making it so it's more on a. It wasn't in the search of equality. That wasn't really the point because that's not really what Sanghelios is after. It was more that there were female Sangheli that either wanted to avenge the loss of their, you could say, husbands, their sons, their daughters. They wanted to avenge their planet. They wanted to just fight. So Thel gave them an opportunity to serve, to lead, to do all this stuff. Probably the biggest example that we could probably pull off right off the top of the head is Maki, or not Maki, that's freaking the TV show. I hate this chick for having almost the same name. Maki from Halo 5. One of the coolest elite characters in the entire game. Maki is a significant leader within the Swords of Sanghelios, a shipmaster in her own right, and a very powerful leader. She works alongside Fireteam Osiris in that campaign to get to the Arbiter and reinforce him. Basically, the entirety of Arbiter's existence within Halo 5 is just help me recover Sanghelios, and that's kind of it. He doesn't even really give anything on, like, Chief.
You know, this kind of brings me to another line of thought. The opportunity is passed for it, but I honestly think, like, you know, like mainline games, I think another game, a spin-off of the War in Sanghelios would have been really good.
There would have been.
With Keith David, just let him take the lead.
Imagine he doesn't have any new lines. They just take the same lines from Modern Warfare 2.
I would be livid.
Elite! Get to the Burger Town! Huh?
James is in the chat.
James is in the
He
chat.
said, what are these bums zapping about?
Holy crap, he's here! I never thought I'd see the day! It's been so long, James! He's not going to say anything again, is he?
He just leaves.
He's not even... Oh, there he is! I didn't see texting. I was so scared.
What are these bums yapping about?
The Arbiter for your... Oh, wait, he's asking to speak. He wants to come up here. Hold on, let me make sure that I have him have this recording so that we can hear him.
Mute him then.
Yes, you do. Pull him up. Pull him up. Hello, James.
I didn't ask to speak. I don't know where that came from, but I'm here now.
Oh, hey. Okay, so we're talking about the Arbiter Thelvadam's application within Halo 5 and whether or not he was actually a valuable asset within the campaign and actually did anything in the story. What do you think?
No, not really. It was just nice to see him.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. They didn't really. His introduction was really cool. That's about the gist of it.
For Sanghelios!
And his sword was really, really cool.
Yeah, the Prophet's Bane.
Goated.
Yeah, Ashton's here too. We're just chilling after work, and I thought I'd tune in.
That's very cool. I'm glad that you're here. You don't have to stay up here if you don't want to. You can leave the stage anytime, but, while you're here, you're welcome.
Yeah, I'm still here. I still exist.
People,
now.
I feel like people are forgetting about you now.
No, not at all.
No.
Oh.
Did you run into Swouse yesterday?
No.
Oh, so sad.
Never visited me.
He did text me saying that he's like 75% sure he saw you, but he was in line on a ride.
Oh yeah, I was doing a tour.
I was gonna say you're a hard
So
character
he
to
probably saw
miss.
me
I could spot you at a
going
crowd of
up the
1,000
exit.
people.
At one point, I think it was either him that asked or someone else asked. It was like, well, what does he look like? I'm like, he looks like James. I don't know.
I don't think I could imagine you under any other name.
A James by any other name.
I thought about. I was allowed to pick a preferred name. And I thought about it. I thought about doing something silly.
Well,
I didn't know.
Sheldon.
There's people who have just like. There's someone named Mango apparently.
That's fun.
That's probably their real actual name, but
name, James.
That's an interesting one.
It should have made preferred name Atedemy.
yeah, I don't think people could pronounce it.
Sure, they could if they tried hard enough. But regardless, we're still we're still. I don't know. I'm still up in the air about whether or not Arbiter was used properly because it's true. It is nice to see him, but he really doesn't do a whole lot. I thought that, looking back, I thought he did a whole lot more, but he really was just like a voice in your ear for a couple missions. You helped him in Sunayon. You helped him fight throughout other parts of St. Helios. And then he just kind of says like, okay, well, good luck taking down that guy. I know him very well. Honestly, his most significant contribution in Halo 5 was the cutscenes in Halo 2 Anniversary. Because that was apparently the setup, was he was explaining the entire plot of Halo 2 to Spartan Locke.
Also,
Those
James,
were fire.
James, I just saw your message. Unfortunately, no, you were not correct.
Ah.
It was Heki Gibbedy.
Okay, yep. Didn't know his name.
Yep, Austin was right.
I had the excuse of, oh yeah, I'm just not brushed up if I knew the name. But no, I've never heard that in my life. Okay.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because like I think honestly the greatest contribution that Arbiter made was in fact, like with Halo 5 anyway, was in fact those Halo 2 Anniversary cutscenes. And it's so strange because like you watch those cutscenes and it almost makes Halo 5 look better just for their existence alone. But the problem is that there's so many things that don't really make sense, and I understand why they, I guess, kind of scrubbed them. They're harder to find anyway. Because if you start Halo 2, it doesn't start with that cutscene anymore. It used to. If you just started Quick Start, it would play that cutscene first, and then it would play that cutscene at the end. But it wouldn't actually do that anymore. They removed them. You have to find them in the cutscenes section in the menu. And I think the reason why is, one, they redesigned him because Halo 2 Anniversary's version of Halo 5 with his golden armor looks way better than Halo 5's version because they made Arbiter the big old alligator-looking, like big old brute almost looking elite design, when Halo 2 Anniversary's cutscenes with Blur just used his original design from the animations, so it was built better, looked much smoother. But then the biggest difference, of course, being that Locke's team isn't Vale, Tanaka, and Buck. It's 3 random Spartans that don't actually exist, so they probably had to scrub it for that reason. But I don't know. It's very strange. I don't want Halo, the next Halo anyway, to like take on, if they end up doing things like having Arbiter and all that, which I wouldn't imagine that Keith would be against ever being the Arbiter again, because he loves the character, like we brought up earlier. But it has to be a good use. It can't be like, I was actually thinking about this just earlier today with the Star Wars franchise. The Star Wars franchise, whenever they have these characters that exist, it's very clear to me that some of these stories would have been very good to include more of our original characters that we know from all of the movies. But they usually just use the original characters as like, hey, look, there he is. And then just disappears forever, like the ending of Obi-Wan Kenobi when Qui-Gon shows up. And it's like, okay, cool. That's it. He's never going to do anything again, probably. So that's pretty neat. The like one time that what is it? Like Hayden shows up in Obi-Wan. That's it. Cool. All right. Neat. Sounds good. It's like they just kind of have the characters there for a bit. Don't do a whole lot. Not even build the story really around them, and then just kind of head off. Like, it's cool to see them pop up. I won't lie. It was cool when Luke was doing his hallway scene. It was cool when Luke was interacting with Ahsoka and all of this. But it's cooler when these characters are actually doing something because it's their story. It's not like they outgrew it. We don't need a whole new cast of characters to replace the old ones. So that's what I don't want to have happen with Halo, because Halo was doing that for a little bit in the past, where 343 was trying to replace the old cast of characters because they were probably having a hard time figuring out how to keep them. And also some of them were actually just running out since Johnson and Miranda died in Halo 3. But you have the characters that you established in Halo 4, and you start getting rid of them because Lasky, Palmer, Del Rio, all these characters, they all started getting a little bit of build-up, and then Halo 5 comes around. Palmer has a couple lines. Lasky says a few things, but otherwise is not really involved in the story. Halo Infinite, they're all regarded back to just audio logs. They aren't even in the story. If we're going to bring up these characters, it can't just be, oh, look, it's the Arbiter. I can't wait to fight alongside him for like 2 or 3 missions, which is the case in Halo 5, by the way. He's not even there for that long.
Preaching to the choir. No, trust me, I know you're
Okay, I'm just curious. What is the topic today?
Keith David.
Keith David.
So we've gone off the rails.
Well, no, we're
Slightly.
not
Slightly.
we're talking about Arbiter, his application within Halo 5, and where he is going to go in the future.
Oh, okay.
So,
I feel offended that you guys did this episode without James.
It's okay. It happens. Well, I'm here now.
Yeah, I mean,
Now, but I feel offended.
I felt personally offended when he left me.
Sorry.
And I can't just like take away the Covenant as a topic just because James isn't here.
That's fair. This is like the 3rd Arbiter episode, if we're being honest.
It pretty much is, because we talked about his history, we've talked about the Arbiters like as a title and as a mark of shame,
So
and
I
now
feel
we're
like-
talking about what the future of the Arbiter
Yeah, I
is.
was gonna say I feel like it's probably been more than 3 at this point.
We've covered basically everything from start to finish. But the thing is, most importantly, about the Arbiter that I want to kind of go into, because just yesterday, I've been watching through the original Star Trek series with Cheyenne. The original William Shatner, all of that. Like, really, really good. I love that old show. And when we're going through it, every time we get a episode that exposes Vulcan culture, it's fascinating. It's so well fleshed out. It's beautiful to explore and discover. And then I'm thinking like, okay, well, what can Halo do? Because of course it's my favorite franchise. Of course I would think like that. And I'm like, I would love to know more about Sang Helios. The best missions in Halo 5 are when you're on Sang Helios and you learn a bit about that culture. And it's like, well, I want to know more.
Being on the planet was cool.
Every time I read these books through in like the lens of these characters, like Outcasts, for example, which is all about the Arbiter. Like Thel is a main character in that book. You get a lot of exploration about how they represent their culture, the murals of the feats that they perform. Like there's a mural in Thel Vadam's keep of him killing Prophet of Truth. It's really cool. It's really beautiful, apparently. But you don't really get a whole lot of Sang Helios like visually. You don't get to really know what's happening next with these characters. You don't know what's happening next with their culture. And what I really want to see, and maybe you guys have something that you want to say in particular, like what you hope to see from either him or the Arbiter as a title, but I really want to know how culturally the perspective of Arbiter is going to shift, because it originally, a couple thousand years ago, was a mark that told you that you were basically the leader of the Sangheli race. But then the Covenant stepped in and made it a mark of shame, because the Arbiter, at one point, Fal Shavami, broke the Covenant. Like he decided to completely go rogue, denounce the Covenant, say it was false. Then he was killed. After that, it was a mark of shame. Halo 5 and all the stories after it with the books that include the Arbiter has progressively started to make it so that the Arbiter is starting to regain that honor, but people still look at it as a mark of shame, and there's a lot of elites that still disagree with Thel.
Well, I mean, and that's why they call him the false arbiter, because that's a lot, like a lot of the Covenant, or quote unquote Covenant, or the Civil War that happened on Sang Helios. That's what they refer to him as the false arbiter, because they still believe that it is a mark of shame, and that they're going against like how he handled the whole Human Covenant war and broke off from the Covenant. Just it caused a lot of bad blood and inner turmoil. So that's where that kind of comes from.
So what are you expecting to happen with the title then?
I honestly, if you want my opinion, I don't think they're going to touch on it a lot.
No?
I think maybe in a book. No, I'm being so serious. I think in a book they'll probably touch on it, but in the mainline games, like he'll be referred to as the Arbiter, and just like, oh yeah, cool Arbiter. I think like we'll probably get like more context about like the
They would
title.
not kill the Arbiter in a book.
I'm
That would
saying
not
what-
happen.
I
is
think
someone
they-
saying
That's
that?
what someone in chat said. No,
they
that's
will
not happening.
They will not kill Arbiter.
There's
off in a
no
book.
way.
No,
I could see it
And
happening.
we'll see.
no, they
James,
won't.
Connor, both of you out.
Yeah, they're not going to kill him off.
I'm
in
gonna
a
give
book.
my 2 cents and then I gotta go.
Okay, please.
I hope that the Arbiter is the last Arbiter, and the title dies with him.
Oh,
And then he'll get referred
that's
to,
a hot take.
Then
actually.
he'll get referred to as the last Arbiter. Then
He's just the Arbiter.
There would be a reason
That's
why
my
we.
2 cents.
There would be a reason why we went into Halopedia and added the every time that it says the Arbiter.
ugh.
That'd be crazy.
But yeah, that's
actually.
all I
Who has
got.
taught you these?
Okay, thank you. That was a great. That was a great
Thank you
perspective.
for tuning into the library this week. If you want to support us, you go to jumperscape.com/.
I'll take it from here, buddy. You get back to handling your business.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for stopping by.
You guys can catch James, by the way. He's going to be coming back in the next Stories from Waypoint as one of the elites with me as a Spartan. So stay tuned for that coming out on July 31st. But which is Anvil Accord, by the way. That's the next Stories from Waypoint. We just dropped The Third Life just last week. Fantastic story. We really tapped into a lot of Hunt the Truth style storytelling for that. And now for the next one, we are doing Anvil Accord. And of course, James is going to be joining us. But you guys are free to audition for the roles too if you want. I don't know if you want to, but you can audition with your own home equipment.
All right. See, next thing for the next Arbiter. Instead of having it be like a shameful thing, it should be like a cool thing. It should be like a celebrated thing, like, woo, another Arbiter. Yeah.
Woo, another Arbiter.
Is that how they'll sound on Sing Helios?
Another Arbiter.
Just like have it be like a very high honor position. Have it like have the title of it being a shameful thing taken away.
the elites that follow Telvedon, that's kind of what it's viewed as. Like he initiated the break off from the Covenant, so but it's just the other half, quote unquote Storm Covenant, or even just the other part of the Sangheli. What are they referred to as during that? It's not Storm Covenant. It's just a branch of Sangheli.
Jewel Dama's Covenant.
Is that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that is what they're called.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because then there's also Sally Neon's Covenant and all that.
The
But
True Hand.
oh, dude, that screenshot of Lasky, freaking love that movie. But just to address this, Spartan Bonnie S198. I won't agree on waiting until every episode of Stories from Waypoint comes out, because the Stories from Waypoint book that's coming out that has all of them so far, along with 10 extra stories, is labeled Volume 1. And they've been doing it now consistently for almost every month. We're doing the episodes not bi-weekly, but it's like 2 every month. So you're already going to get a pretty good amount of content out of that, but you're going to be waiting a long time because we have no idea when Stories from Waypoint is actually going to be wrapping up. We have no idea when their chronicles are going to be done. It could be until the next Halo game. That could be a whole year. You'll be waiting a while. So just a recommendation. Waiting might not be the move there. But still, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of up in the air, and it's annoying in that way, but I think that these are solid ways to look at it. Either the Arbiter will die, and that'll be it. Like, not like Thel will die, but like the Arbiter, the title, will die with Thel. Or Arbiter will come back as a title of glory and heroism and leadership, and the elites will rejoice, because in Halo 3, there's an awful lot of elites that are attracted to the Arbiter. Don't you remember? Well, Arbiter, I think you're cute too. What was the one? It's like, do you want a kiss? I love that one. So, yeah, it's either going to be that, or we'll end up just seeing the Arbiter remain as this false Arbiter narrative that we see from quite a few of the Sangheli.
I honestly think he'll probably be in the canon until like Keith David is just like, yeah, I don't want to come back like ever. Mm-hmm. Or he unfortunately, until Keith David passes away, I don't think Arbiter is going anywhere anytime soon.
I think I just need the story of the Sangheli in general to just be simplified. I needed to stop
It needs
branching
touched on a little bit more.
The reason why I say this is because we have a lot of things that are branching out right now in the novels, especially.
Oh, I bet.
What I would love,
I wouldn't know a thing about that.
what I would love is for these stories to start like compressing back down into some form of simplicity. Simplicity is not bad. Like Lord of the Rings is a story that goes back all sorts of centuries and millennia, but the story is still simple enough. The politics are still simple enough. There's not like there might be some infighting or splinters here and there, but it's not a massive focus. It's not something that you really need to know like 100% about. But Halo is taking this in a very different direction with the Sangheili, where it's turning it into like this infighting is so significant. You have to understand every angle of it because there are planets fighting planets, and there are moons fighting the planets that are fighting the planets, and there's different factions of Sangheili, like the Keepers of the One Freedom and the Swords of Sanghelios and Sally Neon's Covenant and the Order of Restoration kind of involved with that. You know, all sorts of stuff.
Sounds like a lot.
It's a lot of factions to keep up with. Shout out to Covenant Canon for making all of this easy to ingest. You guys could even learn about these factions using Covenant Canon. I did the voice of like 3 of them so far. So shout out to Nakai for helping make that happen and allowing me to be involved with it. But otherwise, any other takes you guys have on either Keith David as a person, as an individual, as a being, or as Thel Vadam as his character?
No. He's a great actor, great voice actor. Please come back. I'm sure it wasn't your choice to not be in Halo Infinite.
Yeah, they probably couldn't afford him.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, Microsoft can afford him.
Halo Studios, 343 might not have. Microsoft has to give them the money. They don't just sit there on a pool of cash. And also, even if they do have the budget because they have the massive amounts of money, that doesn't mean they want to use that massive amounts of money on one franchise.
Well, they should.
You see, I'm not willing to accept that, especially if it's someone like if it's a character as important as the Arbiter. So
they have to be able to break even at least. Halo Infinite did not. They've made some profit now. It is starting to be profitable.
I feel like a lot of that is
now.
probably because making the multiplayer free to play.
Yes, and imagine how long it would have taken to break even. They just started making a profit. So just imagine how long they would have taken if they had to spend that however much to get Keith David.
And there's also Game Pass as well.
Game Pass, like you look at the voice cast and you tell me that they could afford voice actors. There was not that many in Halo Infinite.
Yeah,
anyway.
but it's just like, I don't know, you can't, like if it was just a side character, sure, but like you can't just write off someone as important as the Arbiter just because like you can't afford him. Like what do you, at that point, then just like, then he's never coming back. Like, and I'm not willing to accept or I'm not willing to believe that
they'll figure it out. They just have to actually be able to be smart with that budget.
The next game is probably not going to,
because they spent the budget on the engine is the thing.
That flopped horrendously and no one knew how to work.
Because it was contractors, they made the mistakes in those regards. It wouldn't have been a big problem if they just had people actually know what they're doing.
I hope they learned their lesson.
I hope the whole contract.
They didn't. They switched to Unreal, huh?
The whole contracting thing is just dumb to me. Just keep the same people.
That's from my understanding. The contract.
Yes.
The contracting.
It just comes down to money at that point.
Well, the contracting, and also the direction they were intending on going with Halo Infinite, making it a hero shooter at first.
Yeah, and also having campaign DLC that would have branched off with different stories and such.
You see, that would have been cool, though.
Yeah,
it would have been, but they ran out of money.
Yeah, campaign DLC would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, before we get on to all that stuff, who knows? Anyway, we only have about 4 more episodes of this, unscripted, just anything season. The next season, where we have everything planned, is coming up rather soon. But we still have a few more surprises for you guys. Tune in next week for one of the developers, if not one of the lead developers, of Spartan Survivors will be joining us. A guy by the name of Juan. Really excited to talk to him about this massive victory that they've had in the Halo fan game space. And then, it's been confirmed, join us August 4th, 2 weeks from now, for an exclusive interview with Tim Dadabo, voice of 343 Guilty Spark. He'll be joining us here in our Discord server, saying hello to all of you. You'll be able to interact with him directly. Please make us look good. Do not make us look weird. I swear, I will find all of you. I will start tossing out bans. I will tell Keith, take the freaking take the safety off the trigger.
Our moderators really be watching the chat, please.
Every single time that if I see a single person say lactation, if I see a single person say anything about that,
we're gonna
banned for a day.
I was gonna say we're gonna not with all that. Like, he's laughing, but we're being for real.
I'm being so serious.
Yeah,
I'm being so serious.
We're gonna keep it together a little bit, gentlemen and ladies.
I looked up Tim Dadabo's IMDb page the other day. I can't wait to ask him about some of his other shows. Like,
you're gonna have a great time.
I feel like we're going to talk about anything but Halo with him because it's what he expects.
That is genuinely what I want to do with these guys. Because there's other actors that I'm working on right now that Tim Tadabo might be able to open some doors for us as well.
Who said Guilty Spark did nothing wrong? Are you stupid? He said Guilty Spark did nothing wrong.
Anyway, my friends, thank you so much for tuning in today to the library. Please join us on JumperScape.com. Find our Discord server and our Patreon there. Find ways to support us there because the Patreon has been cooking, like I've always been saying. You guys have really kept our train going forward. All this content coming out, the calendar project being a thing, all of the friends that we've made throughout the entirety of the Halo community. Your support has made it so that we've been able to be there. We've been able to be present within the Halo community with the content we're producing with your support. You can also find Chatternet Daily Halo Radio with 14 different hosts talking about 14 different things on 14 different days on a 2-week cycle. Along with...
Shout out to the Slush.
I was going to say with Connor, Shane, not Shane. You just dropped off. But me and 12 other guys all helping to make it all happen. And also, along with that, you can also tune into things like, let's say, a new episode of Battle Dudes drops tonight with I think it's another episode of Black Ops 3 with me and Shane. That episode is going to be dropping shortly after this episode comes out, or this episode's done, not recording. It'll be coming out 3 days ago for you Thursday listeners. Halo Lo-Fi, still going, 24/7, still running on our main channel. And new video coming from me on our JumperScape channel pretty soon. I'm working on it right now. It is titled, I Miss When Games Were For Me.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
I eventually watched the part 2 to the mod showcase, or the, not mods, fan game.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that video.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Did you laugh?
I think I chuckled at one point. I don't remember. It's been a while.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay. That's fine. That's fine. Did you see the pinned comment on the first video?
I did not.
There was a guy that, what did he call me? Hold on, I want to read this. It's so funny to me. I'll read it and then I'll end it there. But you're gonna find it so funny. It's funnier than the honey bun thing. So if we go into the video, I pinned it because I didn't pin it because I'm like trying to get it to be like, haha, I'm so confident. Look at this, everybody. Look at how fearless I am about this. No, it's because it's funny, and I needed everyone to know how funny it was.
The honey bun thing is so good.
So this comment is pinned on the first video, and it says, there's really nothing separating this terrible video from a Watch Mojo video with text-to-speech, so you might as well not bother with the lumberjack-looking dingus on screen and go to the sites in the description instead. Your humor is sloppy and can take a hike, but at least you can go outside. Just show the games next time. I thought that lumberjack-looking dingus was so funny. I was in the car laughing so hard with Cheyenne.
What a guy. It was just...
You know what's funny to me is that's not even an insult. I look like a lumberjack. Hell yeah!
What's also even funnier, that comment had like 13 likes on it too.
Yeah, and it's just great. I love it. It's so funny. So I was so down for it. But
you need to go out and buy a flannel and...
It's about time, you know? Like, why not, you know? But anyway, we're going to head off into our Patreon segment here. So feel free to stick around if you want to get into that. But otherwise, we'll see you guys next week with our interview with Juan from Spartan Survivors.
Patreon. Patron.
Patrons.
Kicking off with our $150 tier. Kick us off, Shane.
Oh boy.
From the top.
All right. It's Default 456, Scion Esports, Dark Salad 42, Homeless Fence Wielding Samurai, Hounds of Meath. I'm Batman. I live in the shadows. For Gotham. Noah Quiletti, I think.
Willette.
The one. The only. Dick Hammerbush.
Yeah!
I hate this one. Umper Cape EDSCLL.
Oh, I hate that.
Cool Blaze H Ghost. Head Grunt at Nipple Academy Lactation Department. Jerome with a chair. Spartan Huboko G156. Connor Clark. Dylan. James Proud St. Healy father-in-law. John Dowsett. You guys are messing with me today. Jumper Tapestries. Lactating Gator. Lactating Milk MT. What was this one? You know this one.
Macabre Cobwebs.
Macabre Cobwebs. Lactation of Mercy. Thomas Lane.
Sky Cairo.
Sky Cairo, Durandal, Eva, Flyboy Pfeiffer, JX O'Malley, Lactating AI Bigfoot, Lone Blaziken. My name is Austin. Halo 5 has the best campaign.
Thank God it's not me. Son.
Random Swede, Shade Communications, Slapnuts, Tails Williams. The Lactators have returned. I sure hope not. You guys better get out of here before the urge to eat drywall like it's crackers.
Wait, say that again?
The urge to eat drywall like it's crackers. The Big Moose, Zealot of Lactation,
Tico Vatamai.
Tico Vatamai, Agent Hildebrandt, Lieutenant Oni Section 3, Alpaca Scream, Kick and Spit with upper, mid, and lower stomach contents with being shorn. Upper is grass, lower is shy of Aussie ODST, Barry McCall.
Got him.
I stopped. Brain Rot, Chaplain, Bombastic. Chat, we need to start lactating. That's foul. Damien Groff, Drunk Skivari.
Silvari.
Okay. Ethan, Girl Dad Sam, Huragok are awesome. I'm huffing the ongoing methane tanks. Noble 4 got how to breathe after taking a sword to the...
Jerk.
Wow. Pity 104, Shane's subscription to Elite Feet. I found the magazine in his garage. I bet you did. This is Clem H. Fandango. Can you hear me?
Yes.
UNSC Pharaoh Raccoon, Vermin, Apple I Don't Want a Lot for Christmas, Apple Juice 01, Boomerang, Captain...
Nope. He's last but never least.
Claude Spark 5970, Dragonfire, Fish Dew, I Kissed a Kid Yarn, I Liked It, Infinity Class, Milk Carrier Lactational Sensation, Ascari, John Halo, and the Deathly Attempt at a Halo novel. This concludes my Furman series.
Oh, man. I loved your series, man. Thank you so much.
JumperScape. JumperScalp. Kiri, Kyle Hooley, Lactating Goose Game, Mad Jeremy, Near a Nomad, Pasta Rocket Mechanic, Private First Class, Dustin Echoes, Potassium Sword, Ryan Hansen, Sergeant Johnson's Stake in the Communal Rock, Spartan Alex 30, the dang OI
Muskrat, yes.
the dang OI Muskrat will be allowed to perish when only allows it, or returns with the bonking stick, whichever comes first.
What?
TPAS Party 79. Wilma, would you like yodeling pickles? Absolutely
The answer
not.
is still... What? I was going to say yes.
Nope.
One's
Buck,
enough.
Prophet of Lactation.
And that's it. So back up. You got to make sure because last... What have you done?
What have I done?
I got you. Hold on. Okay. There you go.
And then last but not least,
Never
least, Captain, Warm Apple Swells.
It's Captain in Warm Apple Swell. See, look, it's doing like the uppercase, lowercase thing.
I see. Captain.
There you go. Yeah, it's
Warm
the
Apple Swell.
SpongeBob
Captain.
mockery thing.
Captain.
Captain Warm Apple Swell.
Just a bad voice crack.
Anyway, there you go. It's Shane's first time reading Patreon,
Not
everybody.
that bad. Not that bad.
But anyway, we got more questions to go through. But before we get on to the questions,
I like questions.
We have questions for a lucky guest. So get your hands up. I don't have like a quiz ready though, so I'm gonna have to just ask these questions off the top of my head in relation to Halo 5. I won't have multiple choice for you, so I'm just going to do 5. Listen, man, it's hard to plan them. If you want, I could just have these guys answer questions while I type them up. I can be super fast. So how about that? You guys want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. Pull up Discord on your phone. I'm gonna type some stuff out.
Well, Connor, you got it up, don't you?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, go to library Q&A. You know how to add reactions. Every time you answer a question, you add that question onto your you add that question with a happy face, Virgil.
Yep.
You want to
Go to
scroll
library
really,
Q&A.
really far up until you get to the questions that we can actually ask. So these guys will start doing the questions. I'll answer some of them, but I'm going to start typing up these quiz questions so we actually are prepared for this. They're all going to be related to the Arbiter.
Connor, if you can't find it, just search it. Just type in Q&A.
There's dead air.
Is it listed as Q&A or Q&A?
Q and A. It's just in the library category.
I think you might have scored right past it.
Probably. Welcome, notifications, general support. Wait, library content. There it is.
I love breaking the fourth wall. I just love making direct eye contact. Candle.
Wait, so all the ones with a red X on them are the ones we've done?
No, the ones with the red X are not questions. So
Oh.
to scroll all the way up until you start seeing Virgil faces, the happy face Virgil is what you put on questions you've answered.
So anything that doesn't have that,
Yes.
we can answer.
Oh, there's the first Virgil.
We're teaching library operations today, gentlemen.
I could have swore we did this one with Pfeiffer with the CO1 permits. That we did. Yeah, okay. There's okay. Favorite animatronics. We did that one.
Yes.
Okay. All right. How many are we doing?
You say the number. Unless you want me to say it since you're the one answering.
I guess I'm the one reading today.
Okay, 7.
All right, 7. All right. If there's any new lore for this armor, I know it was the armor from the pre-build of CE, but it's made its appearance since then in MCC and now Infinite. Is there any information that has been added to the canon or lore on it
About what?
about this armor?
Oh, the Orion armor. Yeah, tons.
Yeah,
yeah.
They wanted to have a canon reason for the early development of it, but they changed the look relatively drastically. But
Yeah,
it was the first, like one of the first drops. For
they did just add that armor to Halo Infinite too.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, so that, because they added it to Halo Infinite, there is extra little like flavor text added to all the armor pieces. So if you want extra lore, just find it in Halo Infinite. You'll be able to get it there. I don't know any of it off the top of my head. I just know that it's basically explained as it's another permutation of the Mjolnir platform. It was an older model, obviously.
So it looks pretty cool. I like
Yeah.
it.
It was basically like, I'm sure it's like a representation of how Bungie's lore used to work, which is basically like the timeline of Halo's development directly influenced how the lore translated. Instead of it being everything had an in-universe explanation, it was like an inside joke almost that the lore was tied to. It was kind of fun.
Yep, that was from Lactating Milk of UNA.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you for the question.
Market.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I know the operation.
Okay.
I know pattern recognition. all
Okay.
right? Okay, coming from Ari, would Master Chief eat dino-shaped chicken nuggets or eat grilled chicken nuggets?
Which character?
Chief, Master Chief.
Grilled.
I'd say grilled.
I'd say grilled.
Yeah. He wants that healthy protein. He doesn't want
Not
the
that
fried
he
stuff.
needs. Not that he needs it, but
All right, moving on to Howie 2000. Thoughts on Chief getting turned into an AI after death?
No. That's it. No. His character needs to be allowed to go, and being converted into an AI is a fate worse than death.
All right, coming from Feverish Dig 4. How do you guys feel about the idea of Cortana faking her death in Halo Infinite to stop John from following her to
Oh, another
unknown-
faking death situation.
Yeah, no.
to an unknown threat to protect him?
no. Stop. They've backtracked too much in a lot of these games. Just let you already have Cortana 2.0. You have the weapon. Let her run her course. No one. Don't backtrack again. No more of that.
All right. Coming from Nightmare 98, do you think if a new Halo released next year, it would hit its previous heights of Halo 2 or 3 popularity? What would it have to do to accomplish that, you think? Considering we live in an environment of annual Call of Duty games, Fortnite, and Helldivers 2. I don't think Halo is ever going to see the Glory Day numbers.
Might be possible, and I'll explain after Shane.
For one, launch a finished product. That would help.
Yeah.
Don't have one section of the game be like quote unquote free to play like the multiplayer, then launch the campaign a month or so later for still full price. Like most of the Halo, like that's what I never understood. They always say the Halo Infinite multiplayer is like free to play, but if you wanted to play the campaign, and most Halo players are in it for the campaign's still $60. Like you're still paying.
Still.
Yes. Like you figure like campaign multiplayer, like if they would have said, hey, the game is only going to be $30, multiplayer comes free, like half the game, they said the campaign's still launched full price. And most Halo players are playing the campaign.
Yeah.
So it's not like just knock that crap off and make sure the game is finished. They were very, very close with Halo Infinite, but you gotta do better with the campaign in terms of like your cast and not have some of the most important characters just not present. You got to bring back a lot of the OG cast members. You got to bring back a good bit of people. You can't just scrap half of it. And if you're going to do open world again, well, for one, from my opinion, shift away from open world. Make it linear, but make the missions expansive. Like, think the Covenant from Halo 3, think the Ark from Halo 3. All those missions are massive. They feel large enough to the point where you don't need open world, but you're exploring a lot still.
Also, I wouldn't be putting news out there about the studios not feeling happy with how way things are going, especially with all the layoffs that has happened.
I've seen a lot of that. It's going to be in trouble. It's going to be not good if the next game doesn't. You got to launch it finished, like Forge, custom games, all that needs to be present day one.
Yeah, they need to absolutely ball out on this next Halo.
Yeah, you cannot like launch the game's multiplayer. It's got to be content rich. It's got to have a good weapon sandbox. Get rid of armor coatings. Bring back all prior game modes from all the other Halo games. There's no reason they all shouldn't be present. At least have a good variety of game modes, and then just bring them back over time. Forge and custom games needs to be there. Theater mode needs to be there. Keep AI in Forge.
Listen to the community.
Yep, listen to the community. All right, Austin, go ahead. Whatever you were going to say.
So, marketing. It needs great marketing. Halo Infinite's marketing was lackluster at best, in my opinion. None of the stories that they were trying to tell with the lighters and the production of the grapple shot, all this stuff, it wasn't very enticing, not very interesting. The storytelling that was happening by just having like waveforms being uploaded, like, oh great, it's the Banished. Look, it's an audio log that shows the Banished. That's cool. How about this animation of Master Chief that looks really sketch? Honestly, really low quality of him fighting the Banished.
That question was from Nightmare 98.
Thank you.
I forgot to say it.
Ultimately, it wasn't a very impressive marketing campaign, and thus immediately made me less confident that it was going to come out quality, which, of course, set me up the right way because it didn't come out quality. And, yeah, a solid marketing campaign that has a solid plan to it, along with whatever games they come out with next, needs to have a solid start-to-finish plan. I don't like this concept where a lot of these teams, a lot of these worlds are starting to create stories that don't have the end already planned out. You should have that at least somewhat planned instead of just trying to jump from thing to thing and hope that it all works. Come up with a good plan, produce your game with some quality, come up with the solutions to all of these problems. Don't try to introduce new problems. Don't try to make things reliant upon people that are going to be leaving in a couple months. Be smart about who you have involved on what projects. Finish the game properly. And that's kind of it. Personal opinion, real quick. There's this conversation right now about whether or not multiplayer and campaign should be separated. I think they should not be. And my reason why is because I think there's something iconic about having a different Halo multiplayer experience every time that Halo drops. And if I play a campaign one day and I'm like, man, I wish I could shoot at my friends with this engine or with this gameplay style or whatever like that, and I'm not allowed to because it is in a multiplayer that doesn't have one because we already have Halo Infinite or something, which I don't think Halo Infinite should be the multiplayer experience going forward, then I'm going to be really upset. And I think a lot of other people will be too. So there you go. That's my answer.
I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, not the name, but the question is coming from UNSC Sweaty Cul-de-sac. Harley. Would you be down to have Sabaton to do the soundtrack for the next Halo game? Sabaton.
The power metal band that does music about world history, specifically war history. They're great. And then the winged saws arrive. This most popular one, probably. I'm personally a big fan of the one that's about the German pilot escorting the British bomber home. No, I love them, but their style just doesn't fit Halo.
I was gonna say I abstain. I don't know enough about them.
You want to know why I don't think so, other than the style? Because Breaking Benjamin has been saying a lot of things about Halo, and I think because of the fact they're back, because they just dropped a single last year, they want back in the Halo game. By the way, Awaken is so freaking good. Benjamin still got it. They're so good. They cook.
I'm gonna go see them again, and I'm going to see them. I'm gonna go see them in September.
You were gonna invite me to come along, right?
I can, but money is
Yeah, I can work on that. So like, how much are the tickets?
I think it was like $250.
Yeah, I can work on that.
It's in Kentucky.
I'll get back to you on that.
Say hotel, ticket, food.
Acting like I wouldn't just drive up there the day of and then leave after the event is over. Just drive back.
Ugh.
Next question.
I drive 10, 12 hours to Kansas.
Okay.
What?
I was going to say, next question coming in from Spinosauria.
Oh, I love him. Hello.
What a guy.
What a guy.
I know you guys have talked about which Halo games has the best story, but which game has the most well-written? In my opinion, Halo Wars 2 is by far the most thought-out Halo game Halo Studios has ever made.
Halo Studios ever made.
Yeah.
I knew you were about to say something about Halo 2.
Halo Wars 2, yeah.
Halo 4 then.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, no, Halo 4 is way more thought out than Halo Wars 2. Halo Wars 2 is a great story, but it's pretty cut and dry.
I over the years, I will tolerate very, very little Halo 4 slander.
Next question coming from Uncut Grass 123. Who would win? MCU Captain America with his
Durst's Doom guy, right?
no,
Okay. I was gonna say we're gonna keep going
Who
with
would
this.
win? MCU Captain America with his usual uniform and shield. He also has Prime Metal Arm, Bucky on his side.
Bucky on his side
Yeah.
is a difference maker.
Or Master Chief with no weapons, no armor, just in regular street clothes. I think it's Mr. 11-7, but I want another opinion.
No arm. Bucky and Captain
That's
No
2-on-1.
with no Master Chief armor.
Yeah, Chief still clears.
Really?
Chief's augmentations are so much stronger than Captain
Well,
Rogers.
but I mean, yeah, but he can get shot in the head by Bucky.
So can Captain America.
I mean,
like Chief
no
has
weapons.
guns.
No weapons.
Then Bucky's doesn't have guns either.
That wasn't part of the question.
He's got he's got the shield. That's what is that thing made
No,
of?
he said Bucky. Bucky uses a gun.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
He didn't say
But-
Bucky doesn't have a
but
gun. He
Chief-
said Chief has no weapons.
That's so annoying.
Then Captain and Bucky win.
I don't think so. Chief was.
What do you mean?
Chief as a 14-year-old was able to take down militias in no Mjolnir armor.
Yeah, but militias aren't super soldiers.
Yeah, they're not, but he's smarter. He's been training longer than them.
I'm still taking Captain and Bucky.
No, Chief clears.
Okay.
He was raised from 6 years
I
old
don't
to
wanna- I
kill
don't wanna
people.
sit
I'm
here and
gonna
debate
take
this,
I'm
so
gonna
I
take
do.
the team. I'm gonna take the team of two. Honestly,
Yeah, Captain Steve Rogers and Bucky can get their asses handed to them. Chief clears.
Mark that is.
We should only be
done.
like one. We have like one more. I think.
I have not been counting.
Right.
Let's do 2 or 3 more. I still got 2 more questions to write.
Okay. Coming in from Driz800. Maybe a different type of question, but what are your guys' top 3 Gears of War weapons from across the franchise?
We've answered this.
We've answered that, yeah.
Wait, okay. I see
It's just
the
someone might
X
have answered that, like asking it again.
now. Yeah, I think so.
Nasher, the Retro Lancer, and the Sniper Rifle.
Yep.
I
said Nasher, Hammerodon, and Retro Lancer.
You said what?
I had the Boltok, Retro Lancer, and I'm going to change it up a bit, the Boom Shot. Boom. There was no red X on that one. All right, moving, X. All right, coming in from, this is a question from Kyle. So we know it acknowledged that the Flood basically bodies multiple other media/universes like 40K, but if you have thought of it, what is the one class you've tried and thought deeply about down to the point of making up a scenario in which a class takes place? Mine is a clash between Flood and Mass Effect. I don't know anything about Mass Effect.
Definitely Flood and the Dead Space.
Dead Space would be interesting.
Yes, I forget what they're called.
I
Thoughts? What are they called?
Dead Space is a game.
Which one?
Dead Space. Aliens.
Never
Dead
played it.
Space.
Never
what
played
are they
it.
called? You don't know what they're called?
Nope.
Well, you guys know what Dead Space is. The Flood and the aliens from Dead Space is what I have thought about.
Have you played Dead Space?
I played the first one several years ago.
Okay.
I was a child. I was a sapling.
Oh, that'd be a scary game.
Yeah. I should not have been playing it.
No. Dead Space is one of the few, is one of the other franchises I'd like to check out at some point.
They're co-op. Isn't one of them co-op?
I don't know.
There's one that's co-op. We'll have to check it. We can do that. That could be fun.
All right. This one coming in from Steve.
Steve.
There's 4 hosts. If and when y'all play Griffball, what roles would you play?
James was usually runner. I can also run, but I just let James have it. And then I usually go slay out and try to spawn trap.
I think I played defense most of the time. It's been a while.
One more time.
Griffball roll. What's your griffball?
Oh, I
roll?
was always the DPS. I would always run out front, and I would just get the Killionaires so that you guys could get your run.
Spawn trap.
Yep, I'm always that guy because my ability with the gravity hammer is surprisingly effective.
All right, let's do one more.
This one's coming in from Lego.
Lego.
What do you think of the fact that Halo Follower has more followers than Halo? That's funny.
Wait, which one?
Halo follower has more followers than Halo.
Yeah, he has the most followers out of every content creator. He has. I think he's the only one right now, aside from Axeman, but Axeman isn't really a Halo content creator
No,
anymore.
Halo follower is.
Halo follower has 1 million subscribers, and I don't think anybody else does.
I think Xperia's close-ish.
He's close. He's got like 700,000,
Yeah.
800,000.
I want to do one more just because it just seems fun.
Okay.
JumperScape X Arby collaboration sandwich.
I don't like Arby's.
I do.
I mean, if we got a sandwich from a chain restaurant like that, I'd see that as an ultimate win.
Bob. Promise me you'll never eat at Arby's. Oh, I'm fucking dying.
I don't understand the people that eat at Arby's. Like, I don't meet them. The only person who I've ever
If I had one closer, I'd probably go to it.
I don't like how
there's
they're.
one in
I
the movie theater.
I
in that
pass
area.
every single other fast food restaurant before I get there. I will before I get anywhere near that Arby's.
It is on the opposite side. I think
There is a Starbucks, there is a Sheetz, there is a McDonald's, there's a Burger King, there's a Wendy's, and even further down, there's a Taco Bell. There is everything else closer.
It's like by that Taco Bell. It's like I think it's right next to it. They might be next to each other. Because that was a Taco Bell that never updated its interior for a while.
It's just not. It's not. I pass everything else before Arby's. Like if I was out and about, maybe. Now I'm kind of craving it, but
Just in case if I didn't say it, that was from UNSC Switty Cul-de-sac. Yeah. Whoa.
you done there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. We're all good. That will be good for the questions. Now we're on to this. Finally, this quiz. So if you guys want to pop up onto the quiz show, please raise your hands immediately.
Yep,
You're on the roll for 500 infinite credits if you get them right. Again, just to explain the rules, since might as well before you guys get pulled up here, you'll have 10 questions to answer. You can get 3 of them. You get 2 of them wrong. Third one you get wrong, you're done. You have a lifeline that you can ask Shane for an answer, and you have a Connor lifeline if you want Connor to help you out.
It's very rare I get these questions right.
Yes, but if he does, it's legendary, and it comes in clutch. It's happened one time. So there you go. Just get them right, and you'll get them.
So far, I've only got one person.
Only one person
that
is.
I've seen.
Okay, I'm looking right now myself. It looks like it's only one person. I'm going to give you guys another like 10 seconds. Again, 500 Halo Infinite credits on the line. If you guys pop up here onto the stage, we'll ask you your
500
questions.
whole Halo Infinite credits.
5 seconds.
Are we still doing the rolling donation points?
Yeah, might as well.
All right.
I kind of forgot about that. You could double it and give it to the next person.
How many times that happened for what? Like
It happened 3 times in a row, and I had to give someone 4,000 credits. It caps at 2,000, just to let you know.
well, I guess we only have one person who's raised their hand.
Okay.
All right. It's not Austin.
That is true in multiple ways.
All right, hold on. Before he speaks, I gotta mute him, so that way we don't get looping audio.
Makes sense.
He's clear to speak.
Okay. Hello, not Austin. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. I'm glad. Are you feeling confident? Are you feeling like you got this in the bag?
Well, since I'm not Austin, I don't think so.
That's so funny. Yeah, at my time on Gamers Feud, people will know that I was cooking, but also their questions weren't the greatest, so I got rigged. I think.
Was Gamers Feud the game show we were on that one time?
Yeah, I was on Gamers Feud like 3 or 4 times.
I genuinely do not like those people.
Fair enough.
After some of the ways that points were put out, you lost me.
It's a system. It's a system.
It's
It
a
needs-
system.
I think it needs adjusting.
There's a song that describes that.
So anyway, you got 10 questions to answer, and you got to get at least 8 of them correct in order to get your 500 Halo Infinite credits. So you know you how badly you want these things.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
I guess so. Okay. So we're going to kick off with question number 1. Are you prepared?
No, absolutely not. Let's go.
Okay. Connor, you're standing by with the correct and not correct?
Yep. Hold on. Is this what's this button? Right
That's
here?
the buwamp.
That's the.
Yeah. That's the yay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Although one of those is the social credit deducted one. I can't remember. Hey, real quick, hit the green one, second row. Was that social credit deducted?
No.
Okay.
Record scratch.
How about that one below it? Was that social credit deducted?
That's it.
Okay, that's social credit. That's what you want to hit if he gets it wrong. Got it?
Okay.
Cool. All right, here we go. Just a reminder again, because I forgot about this system. Thank you for reminding me. We're still doing the double it thing, although it's not going to be double it this time, just so it takes a little bit longer. You can just add on your 500 onto the next one, should you choose, if you don't want to keep your credits. Anyway, here we go. Question number 1. The Arbiter responsible for taming the Grunt Rebellion was Fall Shavami, Heki Gibbity, Heki Skibbity, or Rippa Morami?
Repeat the question.
The Arbiter responsible for taming the Grunt Rebellion, was it Fall Shavami, Heki Gibbity, Heki Skibbity, or Rippa Morami?
You have a Shane lifeline and a Connor lifeline. You have a Shane and a Connor lifeline.
What was your answer?
Hecky gibbity.
Hit that grunt birthday party sound. He got it correct, baby. Okay.
I think the Grunt Rebellion button is just glassing it, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. The current Arbiter, question 2, the current Arbiter leads this faction. The Order of Restoration, the Swords of Sanghelios, or the Storm Covenant?
Swords of Sanghelios.
Hit that button, Connor. You got it correct. This number is the Swords of Sanghelios. Someone's a gimme. You should know that one. We've been talking about it so much. Question 3. This character is known for their knowledge of Sangheli culture. Is it Tanaka, Vale, Kelly, or Linda?
Vale.
It's Vale! Hit that button! Yeah! It's Vale! Okay, you're already cooking. You're flying through these.
Straight heat.
Question 4.
Don't worry, I'll burn it.
The last game that had playable elites was Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, or Halo 2 Anniversary?
I feel like it's a slight trick question.
Could be. Could not be. I believe at you.
Don't believe too hard.
Okay.
I Reach. Halo Reach.
I'm sorry, my friend. That is not correct. Yeah, that one.
Social credit.
Social credit.
Deducted.
It was Halo 2 Anniversary.
I was not 100% on that.
Yep.
No, I should have won with Connor.
You still got your 2 lifelines. You only can get 2 more questions. Well, 1 more question wrong. After that one, that's it. You only got 1 more that you can actually afford to lose. And you still got 6 questions to go. So let's see if we can get that heat back up. Question 5. The elites joined the Covenant by being enslaved, getting paid off to join, forming a truce with the Sanshium after the war, or they started the Covenant alone by themselves.
Forming a truce.
They formed a truce with the Sanshium, the weird prophet guys with the little throat diddlies. Question 6. Keith David is known for his acting, voice acting, and Bollywood performance, YouTube content, podcasts, or music.
Hollywood would be so funny.
It wouldn't it?
What was the last option?
The last option was musica.
Music.
It's music. His jazz. Question 7. Rippa Morami, the Arbiter from Halo Wars, had this ability in the original game. He would whip out another sword. He could hijack any vehicle in only 2 seconds. He would rage, or he would whip out dual plasma rifles instead of his swords.
Another sword?
That is incorrect. The correct answer was
Social
he would
credit
rage.
Deducted.
He always has 2 swords.
He was an angry fellow, wasn't
He was an angry little guy. He had some issues. All right, you got 3 questions left. The problem is you got 3 questions left, and nothing can be wrong from here on out. So you still have your Connor lifeline. You still have your Shane lifeline. So Hang on to those. Question 8. The Arbiter became the mark of shame because the Arbiter rejected the great journey, the Arbiter killed a prophet, or the Arbiter failed the task. Connor's thinking super hard about this one just in case.
That is 2 options there.
Oh God, I have not seen Legends in forever.
Oh, man. At least you know it's from Legends. You're on the right track.
Yes. I'm gonna go with Shane.
Okay, Shane. The Arbiter became the mark of shame because the Arbiter rejected the great journey, the Arbiter killed a prophet, or the Arbiter failed the task.
Rejected the great journey.
That is correct. Shane got it right for you. So you got 2.
Oh, thank goodness.
You got that right.
Please, next 2, call on Connor. Because he's talking reckless, and I don't have faith in him.
All right, we got 2 questions left. You got to get 2 more, and you got these credits. Question 9. Finish the line. But your inability to safeguard Halo was a colossal failure. And then the Arbiter replies,
Totes uncool.
I will be back in Halo 3. I will continue my campaign against the humans. Or I will continue to lead my forces as Fleet Master.
Continue to lead my campaign against the humans.
Yes, that is correct. You got 1 more.
You scared me for a
One
second.
more.
I'm like,
You started saying lead, and I'm like, no. Wait. Although it would be so funny if it would be so funny if, like, on Legendary, he looks up and it's like, I will be back in Halo 3.
I thought that was a funny one.
Yeah. Last question. Question 10. For all the marbles, the Arbiter was responsible for all of this, except the taming of the Hunters, the calming of the Grunt Rebellion, the recovery of the Huragok, or the fall of the Arbiter's status.
Recovery of the Huragok.
Recovery of the Huragok, you got it! You did it! You got 500 infinite credits!
Ha,
It's
nice.
so much more exciting for you guys because you can hear the sounds.
Yeah, no, we can't hear them.
But you did it! You got them! So now I have to ask, are you going to keep them or are you going to pass them?
Double and give it to the next person.
You're going to give it to the next person. Okay,
All
so that
right,
means
doubled. Next person.
next time that we do this quiz next week, it's going to be for 1,000 Halo Infinite credits. So it's going to get even more valuable as time goes on, my friends. Well, Mr. Not Austin, I have to give you some praise, and I have to say you are closer to being Austin than you think.
Well, I appreciate that.
At least in terms of lore, you don't have to like you don't have to do like the whole like curly hair and beard thing if you don't want to. It's okay.
Don't worry, I'll stick with my Halo 5 campaign.
Oh,
and being the
okay.
best
Hey Keith,
campaign
can we get him out of
obviously.
here? Thank you so much for joining us, Not Austin. I very much appreciate you. I love how you guys pop in and say hi. I very much love having you guys up here.
Hey, that's me.
Don't have to look like a lumberjack. That's true. So, very much appreciate you guys for coming up here. Now we have one last thing. The P.O. Box.
Hey.
Where are you? What are you doing? What?
He's in my feet space.
Oh, whatever. All right. P.O. Box.
What do we got? What
We
do
got 3
have?
packages. So, you can open this one. You can open this one. This one's for you.
Ooh,
Scared
yay.
to open this.
Wait, this one's for me?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, I'm going to open this one first because I want to showcase this.
Yep, let Austin go first.
Because I literally just got permission to show it, like just now. So I'm like, oh, great. This is perfect timing. So, in the P.O. Box this week, we got something very special. For those of you who are going to HCS this year in Seattle, you can look forward to finding us more free They got us more free
Connor, this is for you. This is for you. Are you ready for this? This is really good.
It's for him? Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Show it up there.
I love it. That's amazing.
There you go.
I'm
That's for
taking
you.
that.
That's so amazing.
Is it a Twinkie?
It's wrapped in see, this is sent by one of my friends in Canada. So he's trying to make it so it's familiar packaging. It's in a Twinkies box.
All right.
So, here's the deal. You guys can walk around, find us, find us or Laird, because Laird would probably be hanging out with us, and you could get yourselves. I'll zoom in as best I can on the camera on the video, but here there are 3 of them, one for you and one for you. These are HCS challenge coins, made special.
These are sick.
Very, very, very expensive. JumperScape helped fund like almost, I think, half of it. So we're very much involved with the development of these. These coins are designed to reflect on the one time that Halo got a major representation in Japan, where Japan made. You guys see this thing? It looks like a wrestling belt, right?
Yeah, no,
it's because it is. In Japan, they had an Xbox Halo belt. And so that's what it is here.
For a long time.
So we're going to be posting some photos of it and videos of it, so stay tuned for it. But shout out to Laird and Aaron and all the guys that are involved in this whole crew. They've been absolutely cooking. But, yeah. First Halo esports event. That was it. Yes, thank you. And what do we get, Connor? What do you got? What is that? What in the world?
I know Hammer lore.
I know Halo lore, Big Hammer say. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Hold on, can I see it so I can show it?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, nothing on the back.
Oh my gosh, I know Halo lore, Big Hammer say.
Definitely wearing that to HCS. I love it.
That's great.
That's so awesome.
That is going to be one of my HCS outfits.
That's beautiful.
I've got my oh god, who won last? Space Station. I've got my Space Station jersey that I'm wearing, and I've got this shirt that I'm wearing to HCS.
Heck yeah, dude. Heck
I
yeah.
love that. That is hilarious.
That's a great shirt.
I love it.
I know.
It's a good workout shirt too. Good
I
workout
know
in it.
Halo lore. Big hammers.
It's amazing.
Big hammers.
Thank you guys as always for sending us stuff. It's always a treat when you guys ship us stuff, especially when you give Shane free shit. He really appreciates that.
Always love the free shit.
Always will.
Yep, I got the hammer Bush sticker, and
Where are you going to stick that?
that's a great question.
That,
I don't
like-
know.
A desk. You could put a thermos, pre-workout cup.
Pre-workout.
Pre-workout.
I gotta buy my next time I get paid, I'm gonna buy a big thermos so I can just put all my stickers
That's what I've been
on.
doing. My thermos is not that big though.
I
I'm running out of
need
space.
a big thermos for a lot of sticker space.
Fair enough. I just stick them on my Xbox usually, but that's just me.
I only have one sticker on my PC, and that is the Helldiver sticker that Pfeiffer sent us.
That's understandable. That's a good sticker too.
That's a great sticker.
Anyway, my friends, thank you so much for tuning in this week. We look forward to having you back here to talk with the folks over at Spartan Survivors. If you haven't started playing the game yet, it is available right now on itch.io, and it will be coming to Steam and Xbox very soon. So get ready to play that. Enjoy it. Have a good time with it. We look forward to having you guys here. Bring your questions. Bring your good times. And otherwise, we will see you next week on The Library. Connor, send us out.
See ya!
The Library was produced and published by JumperScape Audio. Funding was provided by our fantastic patrons on Patreon. If you enjoy the show and wish to support JumperScape's future projects or get some sweet benefits, join our Patreon at patreon.com/JumperScape or become part of this truly special community at discord.gg/JumperScape. Thank you for your listenership, and we hope you enjoyed.